Hey guys, here to talk about PvE rotations. Like I said in the actual text of the guide, there's not much to Zerker PvE when you're a cannon. You get practically every skill you need to fulfill your PvE requirements at 56. So you get blasting, you get devastation, you get Titan blow, ground lift, everything. You get general disarray and slugfest, like all the stuff you could possibly need at 56. Everything above that just makes it better as you go. Little help here and there from your flows. So everything that I do in this video, you will be able to do at 56. So with that being said, I'm here at Elric's. I chose Elric's because it has large groups of mobs that are kind of spread out, and I want to show the AoE, and I want to show you that not all the mobs can be CC'd and things like that. So the rotations that I put in the guide are really simple. It's just lava into ground lift, so that's lava. Ground lift brings you back into cannon. It's good damage. Devastation is a large AoE that turns mobs around and pulls them towards you. The idea is that you're bringing them to you, so your next skill, which I put Slugfest in the chain, all of them are in front of you, hopefully, and you're going to just blow them all up at one spot. It makes it a little easier for you, and then you just use blasting to mop anything up. One note, Zerker PvE can almost be simplified to using blasting non-stop. What I say by this is when you hit something, you get health back, and every time you hit something, you get more WP back than it was worth spending on the skill. So as you can see, I came out of that with the max WP possible. So then I also listed a second rotation, which was switching Devastation with Titan Blow. I just wanted to mix in another skill while Devastation was on cooldown. Titan Blow gives you a forward block while charging, and it also does decent damage in PvE. I figured it was a good replacement, and it kind of gives you an idea to fit in other skills. So without delay, I'm going to do the first bit of the rotation, which is lava to ground lift, devastation slugfest, and then blasting whatever's left. So if you get to a point where there's a bunch of mobs and you've done a few blasting and you're sitting at top, your resources are topped off, throw in another ground lift, throw in a general disarray if you're feeling frisky. I really like that skill. If you find just a couple that are off by themselves, just blasting them down. As you can see, like using blasting is very common. It's basically empowered auto attacks that make you strong. So now we just used Devastation. Let's assume Devastation's on cooldown, so we're going to transition to the Titan Blow version. So it's a little harder to kill everything in one combo because everything's so spaced here. And I just wanted to show that you can still use just blasting. You can use a combo if you want. I'll go and do the first half again. Or just blasting because I'm so used to it, I'm sorry. It may feel slow, but as you get used to it, it'll feel more natural. You'll just walk up to a group and you'll just start hitting buttons from muscle memory, and like I do, pretty much feel like just putting on a movie and then going out and grinding. So it's fairly simple. There's not much thought into it. Zerker's PvE is like one of the highest sustains, so you can go out into the desert and not bring water while you're grinding if you want. It's very possible to do that. So when people ask for PvE, chains, it's not necessarily like an XYZ button combo that you push every time. It's just keeping your resources up with blasting, CCing mobs if you have to, and if it gets really dicey, you have to learn to evade specific attacks. When you're fighting higher mobs, let's say like basilisks, if they run up to you, maybe you want to throw a block down because they might hit you a little harder than most mobs. It's just kind of adapting to the situation. As you farm at that area, you'll learn what mobs do and you'll just avoid them naturally. And you'll kind of come up with a system where you just hit, you know, XYZ buttons on this mob because it kills it faster, and you'll change to a different tactic on another one, and it'll just be like second nature as you go. So I just wanted to kind of show off. This is pretty much what I do in any given situation for PvE. For Zerkers, the popular places to farm are Fogans and Pirates. One of the big reasons is we don't do well grouping mobs. Like Devastation does its own work, but that's every 20 seconds, so it really helps when the mobs are already in pretty good groups. It also depends on what level you are, what part of, you know, leveling you're at, what your gear is, but those are probably the most also Gaha seems to be a very popular one now. So kind of sticking to areas where the mobs are in, you know, bunched up groups, 6, 10, really helps. That way you don't have to move so far. You can just run in, blow them up, and then lava piercer to the next group, and just, you know, rinse, repeat. Like, you don't have to have any downtime. So that's pretty much it for the rotation. Do what you feel is necessary to kill the mobs. Maybe throw in axe skills if you feel like that's gonna make it faster. If you're having a hard time keeping your HP up with blasting, maybe you still want to use your spin to win. It's completely up to you. Whatever you feel gets the job done. So, from there, good luck grinding,